This morning at Coyote Classics, we're going to check out and test drive this beautiful 1964 Ford Galaxie 500. Factory 394 speed car, and just beautiful. Great sound coming from that big black Ford.
This one does sound good. You can't beat a black car with red interior either.
Yeah, it's nice under the hood.
It does look really nice under the hood. The guys did a nice job. It's got a Holly 4-barrel, 390, 4-speed. It is a factory 4-speed, isn't this one, Shay?
This is a factory 4-speed 390 car. I'm a huge fan of it. You like
Nice.
this one? Not original colors. Was a red car or something, wasn't it? Yeah, it was a factory Rangoon red car, but the interior colors are original.
Yeah, great looking, isn't it? I love the wheel and tire choice as well. You know, you don't see that wheel and tire on a 64 Galaxie very often, but I really like what they did there.
Yeah, it's nice because it's modern, but it's subtle. It kind of looks like your Magnum 500s, but a little modern take on it.
Yeah. Looks like they did replace the front bumper. The front bumper's in great shape. The grill's original, but still really nice shape as well. As far as our gap from front to back looks good. Hood sticks up just a little bit. Yeah,
Yeah,
just
but
a
you can push it
little
right down
yeah.
and it lines up better.
Well, again, not a trailer queen on this one. Just a good looking car.
No, but the history behind it is what really interests me. See, these big 64 Galaxies, this is what Ford used to race in NASCAR in the early 60s, and they really dominated with the 390s and the 427s. And the fact that this is a 390 4-speed car means that this is exactly the kind of car that they would have been using to kick ass on the racetrack.
That's awesome, Shay. You know, when you think of this size car, you wouldn't think race cars. You know, I'm thinking like Camaros and, you know, the smaller stuff at that time. But yeah, they had a beautiful design when they went to that fastback, didn't they?
Yes, they did.
I mean, people are definitely going to know when you pull up to a stop sign. It's got the 390 badges on it. As far as the paint job on it, the paint's a little dry, like at the very bottom, I would say, Dalton. You know what I mean? It's a nice driver quality paint job, not a show car, trailer queen, but really solid. If you go to our website, look at the undercarriage photos on this one. Rock solid. And to me, that's what's so important on these Fords. I don't care if it's a Galaxies, Mustangs, Fairlanes. You got to have a solid foundation, and this one does.
Absolutely. And for a black car, even though the paint's a little older, you look up and down the sides, it's really straight. The quarters aren't wavy, you know?
It is. I mean, if a guy wet sanded and buffed it a little bit, we didn't buff this one. We can't buff them all. You know what I mean? Sometimes you have to make a decision, hey, this one looks good enough, let's just send it through. So that would definitely help it. As we look at the back bumper, that's been replaced as well. Taillight lenses and stuff like that are original, real presentable.
What I really like about these taillights is a lot of these big full-size Fords and on the Thunderbirds, this is the early 60s kind of jet age styling, and they really styled these to look like jet afterburners. So I really like how they did that.
It did make it a little faster, I think.
Yeah.
No, it's a really cool design. And that's what's so cool back in the 60s. That's why these things are still so popular today. You know, early 60s, late 60s, early 70s, the designs were so different from every single brand, which was awesome.
Two cars were alike.
No, they weren't. Trunk lid's awesome, lines up really nice, no bubbles or blisters there. It's got obviously the vinyl top, what I would call the vinyl top chrome with the painted black top. No bubbles or blisters anywhere there. The back shelf looks good, back seat looks excellent. The seats were all redone, carpet was redone, dash is painted beautifully, red as well. Door panels are awesome. The only thing that needs to be replaced on it's the headliner. So the headliner is wrinkly. I would just take it somewhere and have it replaced. Also, these are the original scuff plates, so they could be replaced as well, make it look a little better. But door panels are awesome.
Door panels look like they might even be maybe original as well.
They could, the original, yeah, it's possible. Corner of the doors. This is what you're gonna see when you go to our website on the undercarriage photos. I mean, this is the kind of car it is right here. The corners of the doors tell it all. You really don't have to go underneath of a car if you don't want to. I mean, the doors are gonna tell you if it's had a bunch of rust or not.
Yep.
As we look up and down the driver's side, very similar to the other side. Wet sand and buff make it look even better, but great driver. Tires look to be in excellent condition. A lot of tread there over the wheel lips, great. And behind the quarter here looks good as well. Rubbers and felts are original. Door handles have some wear on them as well. Again, corner of the door, perfect. You can see a couple places here, which would be easy to touch up. We did go ahead and took the original rubbers off and put brand new ones on it. There's your tag. You're ready for a cruise, D. Let's hop in her and see how she drives.
Might as well be a four-door. There's a ton of back space in here.
How many girls do you can get back there, Shay?
Oh, probably, I don't know, 3?
Remember your dad might be
yeah, who
watching.
knows?
Remember your mom might be watching this video. Keep it PG, Shay.
Yeah.
As far as the horn goes, it's got a horn button down here, D. Sure though, not working. Wipers work great, and they have new blades on them, it looks like, as well. As far as oil pressure goes, the temperature's running about 160, 165. We had it running a little early, and you're still at 70 pounds oil pressure. That's crazy for as high as it is, right? Give it some gas, and goes way over 85. So obviously when it warms up, it shouldn't be that high again, but heater fan works. Original radio does not work, but it's still all intact, which I think is awesome.
If you want to restore it, you can.
Exactly. It's all there.
No one's going to hold the dash either.
Exactly. Gas gauge, extra set of keys in there, it looks like. Gas gauge works perfect. So the only thing right now that's not working is the radio and the horn, which the horn we will fix. Shay, did you drive this one up front here?
I did.
Man, you short.
I
I couldn't get in here. I had to move the seat back.
Dalton drove it here, but
You did?
I've driven,
Yeah. You didn't move the seat
this-
back?
No, I've driven this
Crammed
before.
in there.
You crammed in it. You must have been in a hurry. This thing just sounds great.
It
doesn't
does. So fun to drive too with that 4-speed. Shit's nice.
Did you drive it?
There we go.
You like it, don't you?
Holy cow.
Isn't that awesome? No wonder why Ford raced these things.
Yeah, exactly.
Just how it felt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just snapped up in the front and didn't get squirrely.
You have that live rear axle, so it's going to squat nicely. Yeah,
Hey, the
it's
brake,
nothing
the
to
brakes
try.
work perfect on it.
Yeah.
You know, this thing idles great, doesn't it?
It really does. I was impressed by the power it had there, though. Nice.
I'll tell you what, this thing feels like a GTO,
How's that?
doesn't it?
Yeah.
I've never been in an old 60s Ford that hauled ass like this, ever.
Yeah, it's fun.
But you know what? That's pretty cool that we had Shay there to talk about the racing and stuff today, because, you know, 1964, GTO, they say the first muscle car, and I'd agree. I mean, I love a GTO, the power and the way it handles, but the son of a gun handled as nice as any GTO I've ever been behind the wheel of.
The whole time we were talking right there, no hands on the wheel, just super tight down the road. Downshifts into third perfectly. Back up to four.
You're not even scared.
No.
Sometimes
Nice.
you get a little nervous.
That's what's nice about a big car like this that's fast is, you know, longer wheelbase, it's just comfortable as hell.
Yeah, it's a good one. And this one's not going to stick. As soon as you get this video on, D, it's gone.
Absolutely. Check it out on the site, coyoteclassics.com. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe, hit that little button right there, and follow along for more cars.